General Zhao was seething and angry when he realized that Yu Hao had blocked his attack. He compared Yu Hao's aura to that of Shu Tianran's from years past, or perhaps even stronger. Viewing Yu Hao as a serious threat, he announced that Yu Hao needed to be taken out. With determination, General Zhao summoned his powerful spirit essence, the fierce golden bear, which was his true form as a level 70 soul master. Yu Hao recognized the strength of his adversary but remained unfazed, showing eagerness to confront such a formidable foe. Understanding the seriousness of the situation, he told Wang Dong that this would be a test for them, emphasizing their commitment to overcoming the challenge posed by their formidable opponent. As the Soul Master surpassed level 70, their spirit essence's essence would undergo a remarkable transformation, enabling them to embody the form of their spirit essence. This metamorphosis would result in a substantial boost in their strength, nearly doubling their destructive capabilities. Sensing the imminent danger emanating from General Zhao's unleashed spirit essence, Yu Hao urgently urged everyone, including Zhu Zi, to swiftly evade and retreat. With a thunderous roar, the ferocious golden bear unleashed a devastating attack, a fearsome demonic dark golden claw that engulfed the surroundings with its sheer might. In response, Yu Hao and Wang Dong, displaying unwavering unity and determination, embraced each other as they harmonized their energies. Together, they unleashed a vibrant trail of light and performed an enchanting dance in the frost, merging their powers in a synchronized effort to counter the formidable assault. Their coordinated actions and combined strength showcased their resolute resolve and unwavering solidarity in the face of adversity as they prepared to confront the overwhelming power of the ferocious golden bear. Amidst the shimmering golden rays, the fusion ability triggered by Yu Hao and Wang Dong unfolded rapidly, causing their distinct silhouettes to vanish. In their place stood a mesmerizingly beautiful lady, emanating an otherworldly glow that mesmerized the spectators. As she materialized before them, everyone in attendance was taken aback by her striking presence. Even Zhu Zi, known for her elegance and power, felt a sense of reverence in the presence of this enigmatic beauty. She admired the lady's exquisite features, recognizing her charm and the profound impact she had on those who gazed upon her. Emerging from the hill, the silhouette of this stunning beauty exuded an elegance and charisma that transcended mere physical attractiveness, touching the depths of one's soul and leaving a lasting impression on all who witnessed her arrival. As the fierce golden bear, unaffected by the appearance of the mysterious beauty, continued its onslaught fueled by the spirit essence's influence, it aimed its massive claw toward her, ready to strike. Observing the imminent threat, the soldiers on the hills, regardless of their loyalties, shouted out in shock and alarm. In a sudden twist of fate, the goddess of light extended her finger, casting a radiant glow that illuminated the battlefield. Despite the soldiers' disbelief and confusion, she stood firm, prepared to face the bear's formidable attack with what seemed like a simple gesture. Little did they know, this was no ordinary finger. In the blink of an eye, the goddess of light's extended finger held Wang Dong's golden radius bone, infused with Yu Hao's eyes of the Empress. With the divine power from above, this fusion birthed an unstoppable attack, unleashing a force that shook the very foundations of the earth and shattered the heavens. The ground cracked, the mountains quivered, and a colossal shockwave erupted from the hill, sending bystanders flying and obscuring their view. The soldiers, witnessing this awe-inspiring display of power, were left dumbfounded by the sheer magnitude of the assault. As the dust settled, it became clear that the goddess of light herself had been propelled through the air by the sheer force of the attack. Meanwhile, the once invincible and unbeatable fierce golden bear now lay defeated, reduced to ashes, and fading away into nothingness. Zhu Zi, overwhelmed with shock and disbelief, struggled to comprehend the outcome. The soldiers, witnessing the sudden and definitive downfall of their formidable adversary, could only marvel at the unleashed might of the goddess of light and her allies, standing triumphant on the battlefield. In the distance, Yu Hao and Wang Dong emerged, seemingly untouched by the aftermath of the battle. Zhu Zi, filled with wonder and respect, was amazed by the resilience and skill displayed by Wang Dong and Yu Hao. She couldn't help but express her admiration for their extraordinary abilities and their invaluable contribution to their triumph. The soldiers, fueled by their victory over General Zhao Yang's forces, radiated joy and determination. They made a firm decision to eliminate any remaining soldiers loyal to Zhao Yang, acknowledging their victory as a testament to their strength and resilience. With the arrival of Zhu Zi's reinforcements, their confidence soared even higher. As they prepared to encircle and subdue the remnants of Zhao Yang's company, the soldiers' spirits reached their peak. The combined forces of the Sun and Moon Empire, inspired by the mesmerizing illusion crafted by Yu Hao and Wang Dong, moved forward with unwavering purpose and determination, overpowering their adversaries and securing a resounding triumph on the battlefield. The unforgettable image of the goddess of light, brought to life by the illusion, would forever be etched in the hearts and minds of all who witnessed it, serving as a symbol of hope and victory in the face of adversity. As the soldiers gathered together, united in their mission to protect the goddess of light, their spirits soared, driven by the newfound purpose of fighting for their beloved princess. While not every soldier may have been aware of Juzi's true identity, they saw her as a symbol of hope and guidance, inspiring them to give their utmost in defense of her cause. Deeply grateful for their unwavering support and touched by their unwavering dedication, Juzi expressed her heartfelt appreciation to Yu Hao and Wang Dong, recognizing the crucial roles they played in the battle. However, her gratitude was tinged with worry as she noticed blood trickling from Yu Hao's wounds, a clear sign that he had been injured during the intense conflict. With Wang Dong cradling him in his arms, Juzi's expression turned serious as she assessed the gravity of the situation. As Wang Dong called out to Yu Hao, he began to recount the events that had led to Yu Hao's injury. He disclosed that, in their valiant attempt to defeat the formidable Golden Bear, they had exhausted every ounce of their soul power. In a selfless act of bravery, Yu Hao shielded himself from harm, but unfortunately, he suffered injuries in the process. To make matters worse, the terrain they were in was treacherous, with sharp rocks exacerbating Yu Hao's wounds. Upon hearing this, Juzi was overwhelmed with distress, fully comprehending the magnitude of Yu Hao's sacrifice. Wang Dong, consumed by guilt for his friend's injuries, tearfully pleaded with Yu Hao to recover.
Do you want to know the name of this manga, along with all the manga names of the recaps we did in our channel? How about also the chapter numbers our recaps end? You can simply ask the names in our Discord community for free or become a donor to get them all in one place. You can either be a donor in Patreon or be a member in our YouTube channel. Just scan this QR code or go to the link in the description to become a donor. Moreover, becoming a donor automatically makes you a VIP member of our Discord server with over tens of thousands of members.
Sensing the urgency of the situation, Juzi implored Wang Dong to stay composed and prioritize the treatment of Yu Hao's wounds. As Juzi offered her blood-clotting power to heal Yu Hao's wounds, Wang Dong initially refused, insisting on taking care of his friend's injuries himself. Despite Juzi's questioning of their argument in such a critical moment, Wang Dong remained resolute in his decision to clean Yu Hao's wounds personally. This created a tense moment between them, but Wang Dong persisted and began the task at hand. Witnessing the determined look in Wang Dong's eyes, Juzi found herself inexplicably giving in to his silent plea. She was touched by his focused yet compassionate expression, sensing a profound pain that seemed to emanate from the depths of his soul. Although she couldn't fully understand the reasons behind her actions, Juzi's heart swelled with a mix of emotions as she watched Wang Dong tend to Yu Hao with unwavering care and dedication. As Wang Dong held Yu Hao close, he inquired about his well-being. Meanwhile, Juzi, feeling a surge of understanding, walked away, deep in thought about the recent events. Yu Hao gradually came to his senses, feeling a sense of calm despite his injuries. Opening his eyes, he felt disoriented and questioned his surroundings. Sensing pain in his back, he wondered if he had sustained any injuries. Remembering the intense battle with the fierce Golden Bear, he felt relieved knowing they had narrowly emerged victorious, mainly due to Zhao Yang's lack of knowledge about their fusion ability. However, as Yu Hao pondered the severity of his injuries, another realization struck him. He had completely forgotten about his skills as a soul engineer. Reflecting on the battle, Yu Hao admitted that relying solely on the strength of a spirit master was reckless. Despite their triumph against a 6-ring Soul Emperor, he understood they were not prepared to face 7-ring Soul Saints head-on. Acknowledging his arrogance, Yu Hao accepted his current status as only a spirit ancestor. Looking at Wang Dong sleeping beside him, Yu Hao felt grateful and relieved, silently thanking him for his sacrifices. As Wang Dong stirred awake and noticed Yu Hao was conscious, he expressed joy at seeing him awake. Sarcastically, Yu Hao quipped that he couldn't live forever, and playfully asked Wang Dong if he had shed any tears. When Wang Dong denied it, Yu Hao assured him that it was all right and they could pretend it never happened. He advised Wang Dong not to cry in the future, emphasizing that men shouldn't shed tears even when they're hurt. Then, with a mischievous grin, Yu Hao teased Wang Dong, saying that he was invisible, so how could he die so easily? Noticing Yu Hao's cheekiness even in his current condition, Wang Dong asked how he was feeling. Yu Hao replied with a hint of pain that the injury was indeed painful. He then suggested that Wang Dong, who was kneeling beside his bed, must be tired, and offered him to lie down and rest for a while. Wang Dong looked puzzled by Yu Hao's remark. Yu Hao admitted that the bed was a bit narrow. Wang Dong then asked why Yu Hao was laughing. Yu Hao replied, finding it amusing how their big eyes were locked in a stare. Wang Dong dismissed it as nothing strange and didn't complain about Yu Hao's small eyes. Yu Hao jokingly added that he didn't complain about Wang Dong's long eyelashes either, which were almost brushing against his face. Wang Dong playfully expressed mock hurt over Yu Hao's teasing, despite his injuries. Yu Hao reassured him that it was all in good fun. Wang Dong then suggested that they channel their soul power to aid Yu Hao's recovery. Yu Hao agreed. That evening, Juzi decided to take some drinks to Wang Dong and Yu Hao, but hesitated to enter when she overheard their conversation. The next morning, Yu Hao was already up and about, moving cautiously but steadily. Wang Dong remarked on his speedy recovery. When Yu Hao spotted Juzi and KK, he inquired if they had come to pay a visit. Reassuring them that he was fine and mobile, Juzi chimed in, announcing it was time for a meal, leaving Yu Hao puzzled. Wang Dong then remarked on the extravagant spread. Juzi mentioned that since everything seemed fine, she would bid them farewell. Yu Hao couldn't help but notice Juzi's odd behavior. As he gazed into her eyes, he noticed the dark circles underneath them. Yu Hao couldn't help but feel perplexed by Juzi's behavior. Her tired appearance and slightly swollen eyes made him wonder if he had unintentionally upset her. Wang Dong, never one to mince words, boldly suggested that Juzi had developed feelings for Yu Hao. However, Yu Hao found this notion utterly unbelievable, especially considering that Juzi was engaged to the prince. Wang Dong cautioned Yu Hao against getting involved in any potential complications that might arise from the situation. Taken aback by his friend's suggestion, Yu Hao quickly dismissed it, firmly stating that it couldn't possibly be true. As they sat down to enjoy their meal, Yu Hao couldn't help but recall Juzi's words about their futures being like two parallel lines, signifying that they shouldn't cross paths again. Despite the emotional tension, they both appreciated the delicious feast that Juzi had prepared, showcasing her culinary skills even in the midst of a military camp. They relished in the assortment of dishes, 8 in total, each offering a perfect balance of sour, sweet, bitter, spicy, and savory flavors. KK couldn't help but notice the change in Juzi's behavior, and it made her suspicious. She felt that Juzi had developed feelings for Yu Hao. However, Juzi quickly dismissed her suspicions, claiming that her attention towards Yu Hao was solely out of gratitude for saving her life. But KK wasn't convinced. She pointed out how Juzi's demeanor became so gentle and attentive whenever she cooked for Yu Hao, suggesting that there might be something more than just gratitude. Eventually, Juzi opened up to KK and admitted that she did have feelings for Yu Hao. However, she believed that their relationship was impossible. She reminded KK that she was soon to be married to the crown prince, and Yu Hao was from an enemy kingdom as an exchange student. Juzi felt like their fates were predetermined, like parallel lines that could never intersect. KK, being her supportive friend, suggested that Juzi leave everything behind and start afresh somewhere else. But Juzi was torn. She explained that a relationship wasn't just about her feelings, as Yu Hao already had someone else in his heart. Curiosity got the better of KK, and she asked Juzi how she knew about Yu Hao's feelings for someone else. Did he explicitly tell her, or did she ask him? Juzi, feeling frustrated, snapped at KK, telling her that it was enough and ordered her to leave. She made it clear that she didn't want to see Wang Dong and Yu Hao again. Juzi instructed KK to escort them out the next day, making it an order. KK, feeling remorseful, left, obeying Juzi's command. As tears streamed down Juzi's face, she couldn't help but question the tumultuous nature of love. Why did Yu Hao have to re-enter her life? She confessed that she would rather face the wrath of Zhao Yang than lay eyes on Yu Hao again, even though a part of her was overjoyed to see him once more. Her emotions were in turmoil, and her tears flowed uncontrollably as she grappled with her conflicting feelings.